Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Divulgence. Today we got the Occult Rejects with us. We got Nick and Jules. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for your time. What's new, Nick? How are you? Start with you.
What's going on? How are you? Thank you very much for having us on again. Doing pretty good. Working on a lot of stuff for the show. Got a lot of guests coming up. Been pretty busy, so can't complain. Glad to be back on.
Absolutely.
No, thanks for being here. Jules, how about you, man? Good to see you.
Jordan, what's up, dude? Thanks for having us back. Guys, what's up? I'm Jules, host of the Gray Pill podcast and one of the Occult Rejects over on that channel. Have a few other shows we do. Gods of the Morning Wood, if you want to support, go over to the Patreon. And thank you for having us again, Jordan. We had a good time last time, and it was right before.
Great time with you guys.
Yeah, that was right before Christmas last time, right? That was right before the holidays. Or
like right before Christmas. No, I think it was right before Christmas.
It was right before, yeah, because I had the elf Phrygian cap on.
Yeah.
The Phrygian cap.
Activities going on.
We had a great conversation, and I think that opened up, a pathway and into new topics and new discussions and future endeavors. So happy to be back with you.
Well, it's a pleasure, man. I enjoyed my time as well, and Nick's been here a couple times. I always enjoy my time with him. So, yeah, it's nothing but a pleasure when you guys are around. So, you guys keep pretty busy with your shows. Props to you guys. You guys dig deep and dig hard. Damn, yeah, you guys keep it pretty fucking tight. That's for damn sure.
Thank you.
So, tip of the cap to you guys.
Yeah, well, we think research is pretty important. Knowing what you're talking about. Just reiterating talking points you hear on TikTok and Instagram Reels.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And especially like with something like the occult, there's just so much. Obviously, there's probably just so much documentation and literature and sources.
So you could get into the occult at like 10 years old and die at 80, and they'll still say, I don't know everything.
I don't know shit.
They'll be like, I might be more confused than I was 20 years ago.
And that's, I feel like that's part of it's that's kind of the purpose for a lot of it, right? To keep things obscure and whatnot. There's so many interesting topics within the occult. That's why I love talking about it. I thought maybe before we get into some occult stuff, we can talk a little bit about some news items. Obviously, the world is just wild right now. I mean, just the States in general is just freaking wild right now. Obviously, just recently there was the big Epstein dump, more documents, tons and tons of documents. Obviously, Venezuela.
People getting shot in the streets by ISIS.
Yeah.
It's very chaotic right
Minneapolis alone, obviously, is just.
Someone thinks I'm drinking beer. No,
crazy.
It's a Topo Chico, dude. Topo Chico blueberry hibiscus.
It's fucking 2:00.
Michelob Ultra at 2. It's 1 where I am. So now, I may be in Mississippi, but we don't. It's not everyone's custom to drink at noon.
Yeah.
Maybe in a couple hours. I don't know. It is Saturday, but
it's Saturday, man. Come on. Do what I will, or whatever the fuck Carly says, right?
What was I gonna say? Yo, what do you think? I supposedly wasn't the Epstein shit like dumped like yesterday or today?
I saw a lot of really looked at it. I heard about it.
Technically.
Yo, there's some crazy shit people are posting on Twitter about that. George W. Bush was there, like molesting and dismembering kids.
Makes sense.
And it even has Trump and Elon are all in it too.
What do you
shows? Trump sticking his finger in some girl, deciding how tight she is by doing
there's
supposedly auctioning off too, and like his family's around. It's like his wife and his son and his daughter are even around for this. While this is going on, it's like, what the fuck?
This is in the documents.
Yeah, dude. I've been.
There's quite a bit of stuff in the new dump. Obviously, Elon. Okay. One of the big things, like Nick said, Elon's kind of been caught in a vice now because he's been saying, even though he says, and it seems like he might be the person kind of pushing the hardest for this on social media to release this stuff. But now, even though he was saying like, I never went to the island, I didn't want to go to the island, I blew him off every time he asked me to go to the island. Now there's like emails where he's like asking about going to the island and when can I come to the island and when is the what does he say? He says, when is the craziest party night at the island?
Trump is asking him this?
Like when P. Diddy gets in.
Musk is asking
wow.
Epstein. And he literally said, the peaceful island getaway or whatever is exactly what I do not want. I want the like wildest night.
Oh, fuck. Dude, that's, I mean, you saw Elon's one birthday party he had at Dracula's castle.
Oh, no.
Have you seen that? He was there. I guess I'm guessing it's in Romania, and he was there dressed in this armor with like Baphomet on it. It's like,
I remember the photo.
Yeah, that's actually Dracula's castle.
Let's take a look here.
Yeah, so like, you know, when you go to a place like that and you know, God knows what kind of rituals or whatever, not so much a ritual.
Yeah, I see Mytho classes say the Pizzagate's come full circle.
Sorry, fucking kids.
The last big thing that ever happened, I hate to say it, if you look at it, even with politicians that had to do with this type of shit, it was mostly all the right. Even the Franklin scandal. That was huge. And that was all fucking Republicans, actually.
Right. People, I think it's important to call that out. But yeah, there he goes. And you know, who knows what kind of spirit that armor has? I don't know. Some people say that it's actually Vlad the Impaler's armor.
Okay. I wonder where he keeps it. I wonder if he hangs it up like some sort of
like in some kind of shrine or something.
Yeah.
When he came out with that, I couldn't understand how people didn't question that outfit.
Right? Yeah. Well, because it was Halloween, right? But it's like, well, wait a minute.
They don't question
the guy's
anything
mom.
he does.
Look at his mom looking like fucking Two-Face from Batman.
Yo, his mom's weird. Yeah. Even one of his ex-bitches was like in that Raelian cult. I mean, these guys into
Right.
Yeah, dude.
That's what he banned Kanye for, was posting up the Raelian cult symbol. That's what that was. And then he banned
it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The
that raw alien
star and the swastika. Everyone thinks they don't even know like what it exactly is, right? And I mean the Star of David or whatever you want to call it. I mean, you can find that fucking symbol plastered all over the place when it comes to different cults and religions, societies, whatever, however you want to name it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's obviously same with the swastika, not just the Nazis or what is it, Buddhism or the Hinduism that used it a lot. There's those been used all over the place.
Yeah, I was gonna say many ancient cultures. They all kind of venerated the hook cross or the swastika. But we've talked about it a lot on our esoteric book review, how the swastika and the sigil of Solomon are used in tandem, like they are used together in the same ritual, maybe even put over each other to make some other type of hyper sigil or something, you know, which begs the question if like World War II is just a giant, like, you know, sigil war, which you could say. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier this morning. It's the same thing with gang culture. You know, if you look at the different nations out there on the streets, you have like the folk and people's nation, and it's the you know, it's the Abrahamic paradigm, so to say, like the Muslim and Hebrew. It's quite it's kind of baffling once you look into it. You're like, wait a minute, wow, yeah, this is all based on like, religion. Yeah. It's
repeat of World War II. It's just the symbols are being used by different people. It's really bizarre. World War II, you had the swastika, you had the Star of David popping up, and now, I mean, I know Ukraine isn't big anymore, but when that first started, the swastika was being thrown around by the that fucking, I forgot their names, by one of the battalions over there. And now you just have, you know, constantly the Star of David because it's on the fucking Israeli flag. constantly being pushed. It was very occult. That symbol existed in the Order of the Golden Dawn, as a an image to use before World War II.
That symbol's in the Goetia.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Solomonic
in
magic
ancient
was using
books about Enochian magic, dude. Like this
Sorry,
stuff.
what's the Ganesha, Jules?
The Goetia?
Goetia, sorry.
It's a maybe Nick can.
It's a Solomonic magic
it's a Solomonic
to
grimoire.
demons.
Yeah, like it's like an ancient text, a magical text that there's a lot of different incantations and spells, rituals, all this stuff in it, but it's based in Jewish mysticism. And people like to discount it as just some fringe thing. No, it was followed by the whole religion at one time, and it was actually a death sentence to show it to a Gentile. The Kabbalah, the Zohar, any of these ancient Jewish texts, you would be decapitated for showing it to a Gentile.
Yeah, they
it
actually
supposedly explains the secret of their reality and how they shape our reality, but that's a different story.
Yeah, they suggest people don't even study the Kabbalah until I think they're in their 40s.
Right. There's nothing of importance in there. Right. Yeah.
What are you, kind of off topic, but what are you guys' thoughts about when it comes to like religious texts and how they're interpreted differently, not only by people within and outside of the religion, but it's even interpreted differently to great extents within the religion. For example, like Islam and whatnot, some say yes to violence, some say no to violence, some say you need violence. But I mean, it comes up with a lot, even the Bible, like the different regular Bibles, like there's lots of different ways that people read into something, and it's might be deciphered 100,000 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously that might be the point, to keep things obscure, right? So what do you guys think about that?
Nick, you want to? I was going to say, well, I mean, you have to look back at when they were first translated or when they were first interpreted. Who knows if the people who first interpreted them were doing it right, correctly, And so from there, you have the phone game. And so the further back you go,
translation shit gets lost.
Yeah. I feel like the further back you go, you see that this stuff is more ancient than they kind of make it out to be. And when they can change the meaning of these symbols and the meanings of a lot of this stuff, they can reshape history. The proverbial day, whatever it's called, the powers that be.
Yeah, I would say I think most religious texts, well, one, there's an influence behind it. Like there's something that some of their stories came from something prior. Probably.
Yes,
they changed it a little bit.
Something mystical.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're taking the occult and kind of almost like purposing it. I think a lot of them may have started off with good intentions, but I also think a lot of them also just started off because it's like almost like a cult. Yes. I've had my experience in magic, and I want to sell you whatever kind of bullshit version I think you should believe. I think that happens as well. I mean, even, and not to knock, I'm not picking it's just reality. Even like Lutheranism and Christianity, that guy was an occultist. At one point, that guy, when he started coming out with his shit, that actually kind of split a divide in the occult community back then. Some people weren't into his shit, some people were. So, I mean, right there, you even have another occultist who inserted himself into Christianity and came out with his own kind of set beliefs for that stuff. So just stuff like that happens, I do believe, as well. You get somebody who's basically like, I just want people I think I got the answer and I want people to believe this, where it could be monetarily, where it's just for money, it's a scam, or it's just, it's how they see the world. Well, they're just an ego, megalomaniac.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I think there is truths in all of them. I think you have to read between the lines.
Yeah, and I think that they could probably help certain people, right? But when you find these things kind of being used to browbeat us into submission and cripple your people, right? Whether that be your community or your race or whatever, you kind of have to ask these questions. Like, is this the best thing? And in the last 2,000 years, there's a lot of good that came out of it. But look at where we are today, just with, like I said, people use spirituality and they browbeat you with it. They put you into a state of fear. It's kind of what you do to prey, right? You induce them into a state of fear, and then you can do whatever you want to them, right? And they've learned how to do that with the mass population.
I can even say from my own experience in being in the OTO, I mean, that thing's only been around for maybe 140 years, depending on like when you want to believe it started. I could guarantee you what it was at the beginning wasn't even what I experienced when I was in it, because other people have already influenced and fucked it off.
Yeah. You could say everything has been diluted, or we've lost the original meaning in some way that we'll never be able to gain back, especially with occurrences like the Library of Alexandria burning. You know what I mean? You have stuff like that happen where there's texts that are gone for forever.
That's the Library of Alexandria. That's a great topic or story. Or can you tell? I don't know how much you know about it. Can you tell us about the fire and like how big the fire was and like what was lost? Like, was it a full? It was like a.
There's no way to really know specifically.
From what we know, right?
I would say
is everything lost.
I'd probably say most of it.
What's up, Nick?
I probably would say most of it was.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'd say it was probably intentional. Maybe one of the first false flags. I don't know if all of it was lost. Let's just say that. Maybe taken, right? Like, look over here, we're burning this. Don't look underneath where we're transferring it all into a caravan to move it down underneath this temple across this desert. And
was it really burned?
Right. Was it really burned? Did they replace everything with just papyrus and straw and burn that and say, oh, look, all the knowledge is gone. Everybody, there's no need to look for it anymore. And everybody just went, oh, okay, well, they're right. The priests know. You give them your daughter to sacrifice to Yahweh. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about that. But
interesting. Okay. I always found the Library of Alexandria just a very interesting concept.
Absolutely, dude.
Knowledge that it held.
It's not talked about enough.
No.
I often wonder if that was to actually kind of get cut off, showing where they got some of their ideas from. You know what I'm saying? Because even amongst Catholicism and Christianity, I mean, it's peppered with occult beliefs, the doctrines that they've incorporated. So if you burn all that shit, that shows that you don't have no idea where the fuck they got their ideas from. So much is inspired by Platonism and Neoplatonism. People don't realize it. That could be a possibility, I think.
Yeah. I don't know enough about the Neoplatonists. I've heard a few people talk about them. I've heard, but I don't know.
The idea of angels came from them.
Really?
Yeah, man. There's a lot of shit that came. Yeah, if you believe that you're going to heaven and you're going to meet your family up there, you got that from a Platonist, Neoplatonist. Johannes Kepler, who was an occultist, he's the one who gave us Jesus' birthday, for fuck's sakes.
On the winter solstice?
Yeah, by going by the Bethlehem star, he mapped out and supposedly gave us 4 AD, and that's exactly what they go by now. That was his job. They asked Johannes Kepler, give us Jesus' birthday. So that was done by an occultist.
Wow.
How many occultists have actually shaped religions, especially Christianity, Catholicism?
I mean, but when has any birth or rebirth ever been in the dead of winter? It's always you let that die, and then spring comes rebirth, right?
Which is
what do we come into spring with? April Fool's.
Why he had Easter in spring makes sense.
Yeah, April Fool's, right? Hey.
Nice.
And that, there's something special about that time of year, right? Because then they also have Beltane, May 1st, right? Which they troll us with. The founding of the Illuminati was, May 1st, which is Beltane. And then 1776, the same year that this country was founded, or not that, but the Declaration was written. So it's like this number of 1776, but you have take the 1 and 6 down, and you have 77 in the middle. And people that read Crowley, Nick knows where I'm going with this.
Yeah. Or even something's done in 1777 is sketchy to me.
Yeah. don't know if you've looked into the Gota Mendez and all that symbolism, Jordan. You may have to read some Crowley, but
Go to Mendez, no.
yeah, it's just an archetype.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, just an archetype of this coming age that Crowley speaks about, as well as the Dark Mother, and he brings up the number 42. So like when I look at A24 movies, and you look at the inverse of that being 42, and it's all like those A24 movies are all subverted. They're all subversive, like super subversive, dude. Like most of them, like it's a bastardization of the original cultural, whatever they're talking about. Now, some of it's just the portrayal of horror, right? I love horror. I think horror movies are great, but let's be honest. Fear. I think we talked about this on last show. We came on fear being one of the strongest emotions of our mental body. I think we attach onto that horror, and that stays with us more than anything else. And so then our perception of everything else or anything we see in a horror movie is then that, frightening or scary, terrifying. Right. You'll get that every time. Encounter a spiritual being, something terrifying. Encounter an alien, something terrifying. Encounter an elemental, something terrifying. No. Yeah. But people will live how they want. So
what's interesting? I am somebody had sent me I guess they're listening to the show. They sent me information on the Library of Alexandria being burned down. Lisa sent me a text of stuff on it. If you actually look into it now, it seems like they say that it really didn't happen that way.
Really?
What do you got for us?
Well, it's like over years to like just random fires that might have been kind of like a bookstore and other things over years that they basically lost the books and they're just not around anymore. I mean, it wasn't something that was done in one day. Like, this is something progressively over years. They just basically
right.
So that's interesting how we even believe that, like you were even saying, Jules, as far as going by that story, we believe everything's dead and gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because of just that one incident.
And we're done looking for it, right? No, I think I don't know, man. Who knows if we'll ever get any of that stuff back.
He set fire to his own ships, and that's where it kind of started off that they said he supposedly set fire to the library, too. He set fire to his own ships.
Who did?
Julius Caesar.
Oh, what a maniac.
Yeah, and it ended up like destroying some of parts of the library. But I don't know. It seems like it's
fired to his own ships.
Who knows? Fucking psycho. Who knows?
False flag or some sort of, he's planning something, some bullshit probably. To recap, we'll bounce around a little bit here. Going back to Musk here, I found this one. So now Elon Musk is saying that his emails with Jeffrey Epstein are misinterpreted. He calls the release of files a distraction. So some of the key points here. Musk said he had very little correspondence with Epstein and wrote on X that he declined repeated invitations to go to Epstein's island despite emails showing he had been in touch with Epstein in 2012 and 13, at one point asking him what day/night will be the wildest party on your island. It's unclear if the visit ever happened, but Musk was revealed to have emailed Epstein again over the holidays in 2013, inquiring when would be a good time to visit. And Epstein said he would pick Musk up in a helicopter, though this did not materialize, which Musk said he was disappointed by in the email. Musk said he has declined to fly on Epstein's Lolita Express, the nickname for the jet. They continued to exchange emails, but Musk has never been accused of any wrongdoing. Writing on X, no one pushed harder than me to have the Epstein Files released, and I'm glad that has finally happened. What else here? Crucial quote by Musk: "I don't care about that, but what I do care about is that we at least attempt to prosecute those who have committed serious crimes with Epstein, especially regarding heinous exploitation of underage girls." Musk's estranged daughter, 21-year-old Vivian Wilson, wrote in a post on Threads, her memory of visiting the region where Epstein's Island was located when she was younger. There was this boat ride from St. Vincent to St. Barth's, I remember, from when I was little. We used to visit around the holidays. I remember the sea being so dark at night. She would have been around 9 at the time. So,
dude,
not much.
He was taking his daughter there. No. No.
It's possible.
No. His own fucking daughter.
If she remembers it that well, I mean, why else would she? I mean, what's so memorable about that? I don't know.
I mean, does she speak on being a victim at all? Does she?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I mean,
not yet.
She probably wouldn't. I was gonna say she probably wouldn't. You know,
not yet.
Yeah. Here's another funny. Well, not funny, but another
dead in a hotel room somewhere.
Another really interesting release. Photos released in Epstein Files appear to show Andrew, former Prince, on all fours. Formerly known as Prince, on all fours over a female.
This dude is so thick in the shit, man. Look at him. He's cooked. He's like the Hunter Biden of the royal family.
Like, just so disgusting, man. So disgusting.
Hunter Biden of the royal. He is.
He's the guy who comes into the occult ritual and knocks the fucking
everything over. Like, shit,
oh, sorry about that. You know, didn't mean to.
Oh, fuck it.
Like, yo, who the fuck told this guy about
his robe on fire?
Like, yo, who invited this fucking guy? Come on.
He has to come. He's part of the bloodline.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
When I first saw an article about this morning, I went down and saw the comments. Someone actually commented something along the lines of, well, he has really well-known extended experience when it comes to first aid, blah, blah, blah. So he might just be, checking her pulse or something like that. I'm like, holy crap. How stupid and fucking retarded are some of the people out there, man?
Yo, sometimes that's what I think some of this shit's about. Like somebody even mentioned in the comments earlier, which I do agree partially. This could be just like, slop to give us.
Right.
But the thing is I do think they actually are doing.
Yeah, that's true.
They're doing, they're watching how people react also. And I do think what you'll get out of this is finding out who the real cult members are. Because who's still going to keep sucking these motherfuckers? Like, who's still going to keep kissing Trump's ass and Elon's ass after they show up in this? You'll know who exactly you have mind fucked if they still follow you. And I just think, like, if you start looking at certain things, especially even what's going on with ICE, you kind of have the left and the right completely flip-flopped. Now you got the left saying that you shouldn't be wearing masks, and they're walking around with guns and advertising guns and saying fuck the government. Where fucking how many years ago it was the opposite way? The right was the one fucking showing off their guns, ready for a revolution, saying stop the fucking masks.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers being flip-flopped back and forth and don't even realize it.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody, tallying that up and noticing that's happening.
Well, definitely, man. And yeah, you can definitely see now that it's two sides to the same coin if you couldn't before. With what this one with the other side is implemented in, right? There's a dick and a demon. Yeah. Definitely right there.
Crazy. Speaking of Epstein, what about when it comes to Epstein and the occult? You guys,
real quick, because there's somebody in the Lisa mentioned in the chat too. It was just Vivian. Vivian is also the one that's transgender.
Let's see.
Is that the daughter that was in? So that was that the daughter who was saying she was going to the?
That's his oldest. Yeah.
That's interesting too. I mean, look, she might be mentally fucked.
His firstborn. Yeah. The sacrifice of the firstborn. What does that look like nowadays?
And she doesn't like her father either.
There you go.
Yeah, that's interesting. The transgender one is the one that got brought to the parties.
So that was a boy.
Oh, fuck.
That was a boy, right?
I guess.
Oh, God.
Still looks like a boy.
Poor man.
Crazy.
If only his father wasn't so worried with summoning the demon, whatever the fuck he says. Oh my god, no!
It's funny, like, oh, I'm Elon Musk's daughter, so I can be a model and I'll get jobs, and it's crazy. Eh?
That's the
like,
trans one.
who you know, yeah. Oh yeah.
Green Pill said looks Jewish. Oh, that's disgusting.
Here's a nice one for you, Jules.
Oh god. Oh,
Stop.
no. All right.
All right. All right,
weird.
over there, buddy. You all right?
No,
over
you're
there?
good.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah,
It's just
thanks,
weird.
thanks, Jordan. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yo, and she was conceived via IVF too. Sorry, I keep on.
That's
Really?
right. That's right. Yep.
Sorry, at least wrote that.
In vitro, dude.
That's right. All his children were. I don't think he's
Fallen
fucked
angel
anybody.
technology right there, man. I'm telling you, Inky Elon. It's uncanny. The whole
Maybe that's
the scientist archetype.
maybe that's why they're IVF, because they're not young enough for him to get excited. I hate to sound sick, but fuck, I think all his kids are basically IVF.
He has like 20, doesn't he?
I don't think he stuck his dick in one
More
vagina.
than Nick Cannon. You don't think he
What was he going to the island? Why did he want to go to the island? Doesn't make sense. Here's an article that would be good for you guys to take a look at. We can go over it right now. So Jeffrey Epstein's occult bookshelf. So let's hear what you guys think about his some of these books here. So, here we go. Lolita.
Well,
I mean,
isn't that about an underage prostitute or something?
Yeah, that's the one that they called his jet the Lolita Express.
Yeah.
Kubrick did a movie on it.
That's not a coincidence. See, when shit like that happens, they know about it's the intention behind it. And they know, I mean, at the time, I'm sure they thought no one would pick up on this, right? Yeah. They had no plan of an information dump. Wow.
I tried to, the reason I have it is because I try to get a copy. I have like a little Kubrick section of my bookshelf.
Cool, dude.
So,
dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah. No, keep buying books. Keep buying books, Jordan.
Oh yeah, I fucking love books. Fucking love them.
I'm able to do it. Pull out fucking, physical copies on screen and be like, yeah, see right here.
Yeah.
This page.
Yeah, exactly. I just got a whole bunch of new books, so I'm pumped. Okay, so let's see what. Obviously, he's got Lolita. Here we go. Secrets of Western Tantra: The Sexuality of the Middle Path.
That sex.
You guys read that?
Nick, is that like kind of something similar to sex magic?
Well, yeah, or at least you're trying to fuck around with at least your own energy.
You're getting that energy stirred up.
Yeah, you're doing something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we see where this is going.
Oh, more modern sex magic.
Okay, well,
Donald Michael Craig, I know who he is.
No more.
He's a respected name in the witchcraft and magic community.
Really?
The first book I ever used was by him. 13 or 12
so it's
lessons
legit.
ceremonial magic.
His stuff.
Yeah, Donald Michael Craig is known. Yeah.
Okay. So Epstein.
Okay, he's legit.
For all those people who want to.
Epstein likes him, so it's.
Wow.
What's this? Chakra and Kundalini workbook. Psychospiritual techniques for health rejuvenation, psychic powers, and spiritual rejuvenation. Ooh, okay.
See, I would say that and that Kundalini shit can all tie into each other.
Yes.
There's the Star of David too. Again.
Oh no, that's the Sephiroth, man. The Kabbalah tree of life. Yeah, dude, we were looking at this early. This is crazy, Jordan. Literally on Gods of the Morning Wood.
Like this whole thing here.
Yeah, the whole concept of the snake running through it and everything. And big up Subliminal Messenger. He showed me some real weird shit about what they're doing online now with AI and this stuff. They're like trying to redo some of these occult designs, but they're not tied to any specific deity. So they're like redoing the design, and it's weird. It's weird, but y'all go watch Disagree to Agree. Shout out Rat. Chakra and Kundalini though. Yeah. So he was big into sex magic, and
there we go. What do we got here?
Obviously,
Christensen Temple inside Pope Francis's secret battle against corruption in the Vatican. Oh, that's interesting.
That's a little telling.
That's a little,
yeah, a little telling right there on what maybe Epstein wanted these books to be found, so it could be like a, secret decoding of like, hey, pay attention to these books. You know what I mean?
His friends got in there.
Follow the white rabbit or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Follow the rabbit.
Yeah, Tantra sex magic, same thing, right?
So okay, that's all they got. I thought they'd have more than that. Obviously, jeez, eh? Like,
any more books? Was
Dig
that
a little-
all?
That had to
No,
have been more than that. They
no.
just fucking.
That's lame. Okay, well, it's okay.
It could have been books that they probably had no idea it was a cult.
Oh, probably. Oh, they probably just picked a few couple random ones, and yeah. So
Yeah.
let's see here. When I look up Epstein in the occult, so this is what I got. Recent developments and document releases regarding Epstein have introduced claims concerning occult activity on his private island, though these allegations are often intertwined with or in contrast to the established documented crimes of sex trafficking. An attorney representing an alleged victim recently stated that documents suggest occult activity took place on Epstein's private island, describing the recruitment process for some of the victims as a sinister religious organization. So I wonder if he had kind of the island had more of a, I mean, it would kind of make sense if there's more of a cult-like feel for the island, for the girls he had on the island. Create that like island paradise feeling where there's like, sex slaves. Creepy.
Yeah.
What else we got? Despite the occult buzzword appearing in some contexts, analysis of thousands of pages released have noted a lack of concrete evidence for organized Satanism or witchcraft. In some instances, the term occult appeared in files only in relation to medical testing, like occult blood, rather than ritualistic practice. So, but yeah, have you guys come across anything kind of linking Epstein and the occult?
I just think this fucking a temple, obviously, is something to fuck. So
Obviously, he's got that temple.
Yeah. I'd definitely say his ties to certain characters, probably politicians, and in the Clinton administration and that whole thing. Shout out Strange Brew Podcast. Actually went on there last night. We did like a breakdown of Marina Abramovic and
Okay.
that whole Pizzagate scandal, kind of what happened there, and what came out of that. Surprisingly enough, didn't really. It's funny that we're talking about Epstein and stuff today because it kind of goes right into it. But yeah, I mean that temple. Why? I mean, have we seen how it looks on the inside? They've showed it, right?
yeah, just recently, not too long.
I think so.
And supposedly, isn't there like I think there's like it goes underground. There's like a way to go underneath it.
Of course,
I can see that. Yeah.
That would only make sense.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
One thing I do find interesting with him too, with them talking about this the Epstein Files and all these names with the kid shit. What happened? Like when he originally got busted, like they were talking about this guy being involved in eugenics and all this DNA crap, and it's like we don't hear about that anymore. Like what the fuck is up with that shit too? Because that stuff to me would actually show, I think, influence in the occult. Because that seems to be a lot of things that occultists get into. I hate to say it, especially radicalized ones. I mean, the Nazis were big into eugenics.
There you go.
Kellogg's were big into eugenics.
Yeah, a lot of families leading, high society families in the U.S. are into that. I mean, look at the Georgia Guidestones, dude. We had the Rosicrucians place those over there.
It's interesting. Like I've noted this before, but he likes to wear uniforms. Like I don't know, what is he wearing here? This looks like almost like a police shirt or something, or it might even be military. It looks like too. He loves to wear like military, police, law enforcement kind of related shirts. He's always, if you pay attention to what he wears in the pictures, and like when you get a look at his clothing in some of the like in his bedroom, in his closet. In some of the photos, he's got like the IDF shirt that what's his name, Alan Dershowitz bought him when they went to Israel. He's different military all around the world. It's really weird, really weird. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if that's like a like a tip of the hat saying that I'm involved in all sorts of different law enforcement or something, but it's really odd.
Hunter S. Thompson did the same thing, and they kind of did run in these circles. So it does beg the question. It's like, did he have some kind of hookup in law enforcement? And,
the guy wore polo style shirts a lot. I did notice that. I always wondered.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's rich, so
who did?
He always wore polo style shirts.
Somebody's asking about the guys.
Oh, those half zip flannels, fleeces, like he's wearing on that last picture.
To Nick talking about the eugenics or whatever. Yeah, the Guidestones had the to get the population down to what was it, 500,000?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, wow. But
Lisa's saying he also had a huge collection of different eyeballs mounted inside a big display box.
Eyeballs?
Yeah, I mean, I keep saying that shit goes back to the occult too, the study of the eye and all that stuff.
Oh, dude.
He said he repeatedly bought books with occult overtones and philosophical materialism, science, technology, motivated by human rights, wealth. In the books on sex magic, tantra, thelema, and Kabbalah. He's known to.
And the temple is up on the hill. Of course it is.
Yo, right, a mound.
Oh shit, dude. Yo, what's under that?
It's
so
interesting.
You said there's tunnels under that.
Supposedly they said there's an elevator that goes under that.
Oh,
I think that might be a way to the submarine. I think they were saying, or they think.
Yes, I've heard those claims. Yeah. It's interesting looking at it from this point of view. Just seeing the size of the island, where most of the stuff is going on in the bottom left here, and then you have the temple. For some reason, in my mind, when I'm not thinking too hard about it, the temple just feels like it would have just been like a stone's throw, like a short walk away. But no, you'd have to take a vehicle.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a passageway underground, but there's definitely. I mean, what is a temple without its own rebirth chamber?
Yeah, right. Some catacomb,
right? Yeah, some catacomb with the bones of some ancient initiate down there that they may venerate. Perhaps even a giant or a demigod. I don't know.
Oh, the island was supposedly purchased because of its accessibility for submarine docking.
Oh, okay. There you go.
What better way to traffic people than underwater?
And then that's all tied to Ghislaine.
That's right.
Because she's going with the submarine license.
Yeah, and she's into Terramar and the waters and all that. Interesting.
I still even think most of the connections Epstein had with certain people was because of Ghislaine, because of her father.
Yeah, it's very possible, right? Because unless he was just that chosen guy ahead of time, but I mean, when that connection was made, obviously there was a reason that they bonded so strong so quickly after meeting. So
yeah, I think she has a lot more to do with this stuff than people think. That's my opinion.
Sorry, for some reason my monitor, my big monitor wasn't on. I don't know how I just noticed that. Fucking crazy.
Do what you gotta do. Apparently, Jay-Z
was focused.
Apparently, Jay-Z, Harvey Weinstein also appear in the latest.
Yeah, my brother sent me that this morning. I was like, what a surprise. Yo, Weinstein pops up a lot with Epstein, actually.
Well,
I mean, why wouldn't he, right? Just it only makes sense. Celebrities, rape,
Jews.
Jews, yeah, Epstein loves it. Epstein loves it. He's all about that. Look at her dumb face, eh? Like when she, when she finally has to account for something and answer a question, and she's usually seeing her picture, she's like, oh yeah, I'm fucking hot shit. But when you ask her a question, what?
Who?
What you? What?
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, like get the
Ghislaine.
fuck out.
Ghislaine.
Yo,
Oh,
there was
okay.
one time they took a picture of her from like supposedly in prison. And you know how many women were like, yo, that hair has been treated and done by outside.
Every day.
Right?
You know, like that. She's not in jail.
She's
Her
not,
hair is
dude.
way too nice
She's
to
not.
be in jail. That
She's
shit's been
not.
done.
Her dad was Robert Maxwell. She's not in jail.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of like people like on the social media, whatever, doing reels on it. They're like, yo, that bitch's hair looks way too good to be in prison.
My wife said that. She was like, no, someone's doing her shit. Like, my wife does
It's
hair and
funny
makeup.
how women ain't falling for this.
My
Like,
wife does hair and makeup. She's like, someone's doing that bitch's shit. She's like, someone.
A new mugshot was also part of the dump. Oh, that's a terrible word. Oh, that's well, you can't even see that. But yeah, it's
Looking
very
rough.
word. That's a rough photo.
Looking rough, Ghislaine.
Let's see if we can get some better than that. Oh, there it's a little better, but
I think dude, I think you can get more into the occult roots with her and her dad and the groups he comes from Europe. Those and this is, you know, getting into some of these initiatory schools of, you know, these orders of knights, and you know, they're tied into Freemasonry, right? And it goes into the Shriners and stuff when you come over here to America, but it all goes back to, you know, the old world, you know. So
what do we got here? Robert Maxwell named publishing company after Throne of Satan.
there you go. That's something a little
Pergamon Press.
Pergamon, yo. Yeah.
Pergamon,
yo, you've heard of McGraw and something
McGraw
Hill.
and Hill. McGraw and Hill.
Yeah, McGraw Hill, and then there's another one. I forgot. Yo, that's all him. That's all Robert Maxwell.
Just different.
Really?
Things.
Yeah, they've been indoctrinating us in school for a long time already, dude.
No shit.
Fuck. I didn't know that. Yeah, most of my college books were McGraw Hill.
Yes, actually, not a selfless plug. And Lisa was the one who brought it to the show. It was her topic and all her research. We actually covered what this guy has done with all that stuff. One of our oldest shows about 2 years ago. People could look it up. It's Robert Maxwell's, like something to do with the medical community, stuff like that. Wow. It's actually pretty fucking wild, bro. If you really look at what that guy did, he basically controlled all academic papers and publishes too. Like he kind of like when you can control that, you're kind of controlling the scientific community in a sense, in some ways.
For sure, man. Absolutely.
These people are going to go for shit that's getting acknowledged and published. Sorry, they're going to go along with being accepted as, you know. Yeah, even and then it was a 2-part series, and even something that Lisa said before too, which is interesting because you get Weinstein, Thiel, and Epstein all kind of like in a weird connection. She even said Weinstein was the managing director for the Thiel Corp. So like Weinstein and Epstein and Thiel really have been, you know, in bed together many different ways. I'm sure.
More than we know, I'm sure.
Yeah. And we're just now like actually figuring it out, and who knows how long it's going to take to hit all the normies and, like, you know, the what you would call the gin pop, right? Or like, you know, just everyday people who don't watch podcasts like these, or even like turn into alt media online, right? They just rely on big brother to tell them everything, you know. So what can you really do?
Another one of the I don't know if you guys heard about this one, but this was another one of the big revelations. Trump apparently allegedly was trying to force a girl to give him oral sex, and apparently she bit him.
Oh,
that's right. Classic.
You have to see the penis.
There's
okay, well, before we go, did she bite him on the penis?
We don't know.
Okay, so never mind. I retract that statement.
Bit president. Well, here it says. Okay, well, let's read it out. Reported an unidentified female friend who was forced to perform oral sex on President Trump approximately 35 years ago in New Jersey. The friend told Alexis that she was did they put? I wonder if they were supposed to black out Alexis
35 years ago.
She was approximately 13 to 14 years old when this occurred, and the friend allegedly bit Trump while performing oral sex.
Oh wow! So she bit down. Okay.
And
So,
then
yeah,
he hit her. And then
there's
he
only
hit her.
one way to tell if she's telling the truth, and that's the receipts.
That's right.
the
Speaking
dick
of receipts, I'll pull it up right here. The DOJ is removing Epstein files that mention Trump, wild Trump allegations, including rape.
Why would they do that?
People have been able to screenshot and save them. But yeah. So they're like, isn't that just ridiculous? Like, they're just out in the open. Things have just, I mean, the year has started off pretty wild with like the Venezuela kidnapping and all that, but things have just gotten crazy. The general attitudes and actions of like the Trump administration and the arms that he has through, the DOJ, DOH, all that, Department of War, all that different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's absolutely wild. What do you guys think about what's going on just in general with this Trump administration?
I don't know, man. It's a little. I think it's a shit show.
Absolutely.
I don't know what to think about it. There's a lot of people he's associated with that I think is worrisome. Too many tech people and Big Brother shit going on. I feel like that's even the shit going on with ICE. It's going to be a reason just to bring in more stuff. They're starting to use technology on the protesters that is like, you should actually be worried. Again, like they probably, I'm not sticking up for the protesters at all. I think you should just leave the motherfuckers alone and let them do their job. But I mean, just they're using pulses now to actually just to stop people from people do shit.
I saw a short of you, I think, on the biblical hitmen, and you were talking about something like this, how in these ancient castles, or maybe like even the pyramids and stuff, they used to use technology like this.
Yeah.
And it would make their enemies kind
like
of
a fucking crazy, go crazy or hallucinate.
Yeah, they would hallucinate. Yeah, they had these I can't remember so much of what you said, but
yeah, the problem was back then they didn't know how to direct it. So it's kind of
what did the source come from?
It was like a box that they had that like somehow it was compressing a wave down to like 4 hertz,
like an arc.
Yeah, it was almost something like that they would say it was. It was like almost like an orgone box, kind of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, forgive me.
Crazy. I can't access it right now because they're putting up a paywall, but there was an article that I read that was really interesting about. It took a photo of these ICE agents that were approaching a woman's doorstep, and like I guess they're going in to make arrest or whatever, and they someone who is like a specialist with weapons and whatnot. Here we go. I found the photo anyways. Here we go. I found all the photos. And they go through all the different items, like the gear that these ICE agents have. For example, so here's one. They're called drop bags, where they put extended expensed ammunition, lasers, specialty lasers, and look at the freaking suppressors on these guns. Like these guys
they fall under a privatized thing.
This is straight up Call of Duty shit.
They don't have any regulations because they're privatized. I hate to say it, and I'm not trying to like really push this too much, but I do find it interesting with certain things Trump has done. These guys are basically like the SS, same way.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it's interesting how the
privatized people that only answer to one motherfucker.
Yeah. Have you seen like the photos of what's his name, Greg Bovino? let's see if I can find something. And like, he looks. Oh, here's the best one. He posted this, and it just reeks of Nazi. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
you know,
Yeah, it's like Hugo Boss or something.
yeah.
He's wearing. Yeah,
and he's
I think that's.
he's
I
walking
think
around
that's
looking like
intentional.
an SS, or
But and here's the thing, Jordan. People are calling Trump basically Hitler, right? When he is the
Right.
biggest advocate, companion, ally of the state of Israel and the Jewish people. Let's be honest. His daughter is a Chabad member. You know, she was converted. All his kids were, and so the whole calling Trump Hitler, and then they do, you have Elon doing the whole, my heart goes out to you. And then you have this guy looking like this. I think that it's just optics that they're using to, to be honest with you, to stir up the pot a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't think there's any real intention behind it. I don't think that guy is an actual National Socialist, or I think he was told, he got a haircut and he was told to put this on, and maybe he knew the effect it would have. Obviously, you wouldn't care if you're surrounded by armed guards. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I
mean, at some point he must have got the memo. Like, dude, you look like a freaking Nazi.
The people who all rounded up, though, they're also put into privatized camps. I mean, detention centers.
So these are
there is things that are kind of reminiscent of the past.
Yeah. And work camps or detainment. I mean, this is what we've been talking about. They're going to do to us as citizens for over a decade now, right? What, the FEMA camps and the Walmarts and all that stuff. They were pushing that heavy back, like pre-COVID, like back when like Hillary and Trump were running against each other. 100,000 coffins that found in Atlanta. It's like, no, actually, they're all just containers for these one. It had nothing to do with anything. Maybe their plan is a long drawn out one. Zarelath, I see you. What's up? Been lurking.
He's lurking again. Yeah. We did, even with maybe we'll get into that a little bit now too. Earlier I was telling you about and some of this is other people's work that I came across, especially with the AI stuff with the video. There was a dude showing the videos of that guy who got shot last. There was way too much stuff that guy showed in that video. It doesn't make me think that it's not AI at this point too. The guy is like showing who the dude who supposedly shot the guy, Alex Pretty or whatever his name.
Alex Pretty, yeah.
As you see him walking up with the gun, or whatever, you see him walking up into the crowd. If you slow down and look at everything, the guy, first off, with the way his hat is and the way it looks like his hood is on his head, he has no eyes. Like, and it looks like that his hood is literally like glued onto his skin.
That's because he was a shape-shifting reptilian, Nick.
It's not real. And then they're showing one part when the guy's fingers literally bend backwards. And they're like, you don't do that. This is not fucking real footage.
Right.
There's one dude where he looks like he has his hand on a cop's shoulder. And if you slow it down and look at it, he has it where the guy's head would be. And the cop literally has no head.
Yeah.
And one of the cop's feet is a camera.
What?
Dude, I honestly, from the shit that this kid showed in this video, I don't think it's real. Even the images of this guy changing. They if you go and look at his original image and then the one that the news used, they doctored it up. They made him look better looking.
Well, they made him, apparently it was quote unquote not look so Jewish, because he was Jewish. And it's the same thing at the Charlie Kirk thing, right? The first guy apprehended was this fat Jewish guy who was at what other thing was he at?
And that guy worked for the government too.
Yeah. Exactly. And so it's like they have their own people that they put out there, and if you start to recognize it, then good for you. You get a gold star.
I'm seeing here that here, I'll pull it up. Found this post on X.
But it does not surprise me that this could have been AI.
Yeah,
dude.
that dude right there.
I'm fooled all the time by videos that I see. I have to rewatch them over and over.
Look at his head. Look at his
even
face.
ask AI. Let me, zoom in. Can you zoom in, Jordan?
Okay, wait. So this guy's saying that people on Facebook are sharing a completely fake AI-generated video of the Alex Pretty incident. So
that one is fake. I mean, it's quite obvious. That's not the original one.
Yeah, that's not the one. You're talking about the actual original video.
Yeah, I'll see if I can. I might have it somewhere on my Facebook. Not on my Facebook, on my Twitter.
It's this one too. The new Alex Pretty video is not fake. I made this video to show people how this is not AI.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's all this footage of him coming out now of him like spitting on. Oh shit!
Dude, you go and advocate and protest for people who don't give a damn about you and would not even think about doing the same thing for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You play fucking stupid games, win stupid prizes, and nothing should. You know, I don't agree with what happened to him, but
no, not at all. But I mean,
get the fuck
like,
out.
Why are you? Yeah, why are you acting like this? Like you're just asking to get your ass kicked.
They've been conditioned and indoctrinated to spurg out like this. A lot of these leftists have, and it's same thing kind of on. I mean, it kind of, you know, some people on the right do it as well with religion. They do, and so you know. Oh, yeah. But I think they are indoctrinated to spurg out like this about social, social matters and like social justice and all that. It's like some kind of, you can even say like an MK Ultra trigger.
Yes.
This mass trigger that this community, this liberal leftist community, has been sadly programmed to.
Both sides have been programmed to act out on certain topics.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, you know, you say the fucking word and they're out there in the streets literally sacrificing themselves. Like I said, first off, for people who
320
damn about you and would gladly, you know, never mind.
It's interesting how like they doctored his memorial photo too to make him look better. But apparently, okay, now I'm seeing that maybe that video we saw of him kicking the car, that might be fake, actually. They're saying it's fake. Let's see.
It's the same with the Aaron Bushnell dude who lit himself on fire.
So annoying, right? Like you just want to find the facts. And
it's probably the people saying the same shit. It's AI. I don't think that video is real.
Oh, wait, this is a lie. I didn't make an AI video. This account is spreading misinformation.
Also, even with the first thing that happened, there was so much weird shit with that. There was a house. It was like across the street was 333 when that lady got shot in the van.
Renee? Outside Renee's house? Or, sorry, where Renee Good got shot? 333?
Yeah, but then they're saying 3335 or whatever. But there was the cop had received 33 stitches previously. The area code is 303. And it was right around the corner from East 33rd Street. And there was a T-Rex on the fucking lawn across the street from where it happened. And Rex is a label that's used in Masons and the OTO. Pretty sure.
Rex.
It means king.
Ah.
Right.
Yeah, that is a label you can take in secret societies, kind of. So I don't know. It was just very weird even with that. And that lady herself. Just the shit that she's been involved with, it looks very sketchy. All those situations seem very weird.
Yeah, man. It's teetering on the line of like, you know, are these things happening? Are they natural or are they planned?
That's a big thing that I think they do. They make you think something fucked up happened.
Yeah, because it's going to traumatize most of the population regardless. You know,
and at that point, is there less karma to deal with? Because you really did nothing; just the people believed the way you presented it. You know, it really is.
I found it.
Watch everything play out.
I found it interesting how like there was the killing of Renee, and like that blew up pretty big for a while there, but like as soon as it started calming down, another guy gets shot. It's interesting. It's almost like testing the conditioning or something, or they're thinking, okay, we can do another one, and or we can do one will happen here, and we can wait this long before another one. Just weird thoughts like that, because who knows the thought that goes into, like you said, Nick, how they present it, how it actually happened. If they can portray it properly, and it has the proper effect, then who's to say that we slip in another one and see how that works.
They're all paid actors that are like, I'll just get a haircut, I'll get some plastic surgery work done, go back out in society, and nobody will know who the fuck I was. You know what I'm saying? How hard would it be for any of these people, especially that dude? They already doctored up his picture. How hard it would be for that guy to get a nose job, shave off his scruffy fucking beard, and go back into society? Nobody would know who the fuck he was.
Somebody says, well, I guess we're not. Well, I guess we are not talking about the male nurse anymore. Interesting way to shift attention. What male nurse?
The male nurse was the first guy that we brought up.
The first guy.
Oh, well. Do we need to talk about him? I don't know.
I don't know. We talked about it earlier. I don't know. If there wasn't enough, start your own podcast and talk about it as much as you like. What the fuck? Or maybe, you know what? Why don't you comment on what you think we should talk about?
There you go.
Yeah, what do you got? Baked cake? What do you got? Baked cake? What do you got?
Somebody like behind a keyboard that will never get in front of a camera. Fuck. It's just
Forgive
silly.
me. I didn't.
It's silly when scared motherfuckers want to start critiquing shit that they would never even try doing.
I know, right? Give us some credit here.
We're here to learn together, guys.
Yeah.
It was.
You didn't say so and so's name, so you must be a shell. This shit doesn't matter. And that's another one. You get that from so many people. Oh, well, so and so covered this topic, and they just conveniently left out this name. They must be a fucking shell. They must be part of the process church. Like, stop that shit.
No. Well, I don't know. He may have not meant it that way.
No. The other thing I'm going on about the process church, I'm going on about like this other techniques I've seen people do.
Bake cake. I don't know if he's even. He said, "Are you serious?" I was saying the public is not talking about the male nurse.
Okay, so he's saying the public is not talking about the male nurse.
Oh, my bad.
No. I mean, like, if he should be more specific. Okay, for those listening, someone in the comments made a comment and we just kind of misunderstood it. So let's get back to it. So, yeah, I mean, the Epstein Files. I don't think the Epstein Files is a way to shift attention away from Minneapolis. I mean, if anything, Trump and them want to shift away attention from the Epstein Files. So, I mean, if anything, I would say it's the other way around. I mean, Minneapolis has just become a fucking war zone in not just like in the streets, but just, I mean, all the fraud, all the ridiculous politicians, Tim Walz, and then to throw on top of it the impact of ICE, and they're throwing more and more people there. It's just crazy. And you see they arrested Don Lemon now for his
Nicki
bullshit.
Minaj is calling him a sea sucker. I'm sorry, Amy. I didn't mean to curse. Something I've been working on for over a year now, and sometimes it just
look on that.
Yeah, well, I seem to just let it go sometimes. But some people listen to shows like Around People. Lucy is only here for the wolf bitches. Lucy,
yeah, I saw that. That made me laugh.
Lucy, you could have showed up this morning. We did talk about the wolf bitches of Gothland, not the wolf bitches of Thessaly, but very similar she-wolf type stories there. We'll be talking about it next Saturday. We're actually doing the Volsunga saga. I forgot what else we're doing. Adepts as well. So we'll be finishing that Western esotericism books. I just saw there wasn't as all the people that were there this morning. So sorry, Jordan.
So anyways, another big thing going on obviously is Iran. And I think it's interesting how when it comes to shifting narratives, like no one's talking about Israel and Gaza anymore. But now Israel's probably going to come back into the fold of things now that Iran's heating up. I think last week there was the Navy or whatever it is started moving in on the in the Middle East. So yeah, I mean they're prepping for war, man. I don't know. Oh yeah, so aircraft carrier and warships arrived in the Middle East.
Oh my God, yo, this person's so stuck if we're for President Trump or not. It's so funny. I like that's the deciding factor to listen to the show anymore.
No,
I'm not for any fucking president.
No,
or any side. I'm not indoctrinated in any side.
yeah, no.
What are you talking about now?
Politics are fake and gay.
Yeah, so. I think it's just it's totally made just to take people.
It's bread and circus. Yeah. That's what it's devolved into as well. Because now it's a part of culture, pop culture, and it's all in one. It's one big cesspool.
Yeah, it used to be religion. We'll use religion as a reason to not want to talk to somebody or to hate somebody. Now it's politics. We've just moved on.
Yeah.
It used to be we don't talk about politics or religion at the dinner table, right?
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean,
that wasn't even shit that was supposed to be talked about in front of kids when I was younger.
Exactly.
What, politics?
Politics, yeah, and sometimes religion too. It was supposed to be for the adults.
Oh, right. I mean, I don't know what your guys' stance is or who you support or anything, but I mean, I'm Canadian, but even if I was in the States, I mean, I don't think I would be able to vote for any of those people.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Just because we're talking about like Trump being bad doesn't mean that, like, I mean, speaking for myself anyways, but I assume for you guys, doesn't mean like, oh, I'm a Democrat or I support whatever the hell they're doing or the left. And then if I say something about Trump that's like not necessarily negative, that doesn't mean I like Trump. I mean, Trump's just good entertainment. I don't care any way you stick it. Like, he's a piece of garbage, piece of shit. Likely,
he's a good troll,
rapist, pedophile. Yeah, he's a good troll. I mean, he's good entertainment. He just says shit, and it's just amazingly crazy that this guy is president. Like, he was elected once the first time, and then you guys brought him back. It's just unbelievable. Mind you,
Abramovich says this guy's like a master magician. I mean,
we talked about that last night on Strange Brew. I pulled up
Let's
the video.
Let's hear about that. Talk about that a little bit.
Do you want to watch the video? I can pull
How
it
long
up.
is it?
It's like 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's short.
Oh,
I don't even think you'll have a problem with that on YouTube, believe it or not.
Yeah. You won't, because it's on X.
Short ones you can kind of get.
The video's on X.
Perfect.
Let me pull it up real fast. Basically, yeah, she's like, all my friends hate Trump, and I go, well, I love Trump. He is like, the chaos and order.
I think she calls him a chaos magician or something.
Yes, quite literally. Let's. No, don't tell me that. No, okay, I still have it. Good. Got so many bookmarks, but let's pull this up.
Oh, no, I get it. The struggle is real.
Yeah, dude. You know how.
That's another thing I do want to mention. Like, for the new age conspiracy theorists these days. Back in the day, saying maybe even 10 years ago or more, we never picked a side. I don't know where all of a sudden this picking a side shit came out in the last 8 years.
That's
like,
when I
OGs to just start cucking for a fucking president.
Yeah, when I first got into conspiracies, that's how it was. There was no sides. It was question everything, right?
Yeah.
Literally, that's how it was like a decade ago, and now we've devolved into question everything but this. Or whatever I'm not comfortable with, or
fucking QAnon fucked us up for us.
Oh, there's another psyop right there. So let's play this video for you, Jordan. This is Marina Abramovic talking to somebody who's in a car with her and talking about Trump.
Trump is the best thing happened ever to us. That he is the magician of the highest order. That he is there in his irrational mind to create confusion in order that the human being can find new order. And it's not so stupid thinking about this in that way. It's completely turning things upside down. Trump is the...
So when the high priestess speaks on something like this, you should probably listen, right? Because I mean, people would say, "Oh yeah, this is just misinformation. You're gonna trust the witch," and it's like, I mean, it's not like she's advocating for Trump. She's literally
Right.
is. I mean, and when
This is
you
more on a magical professional basis. This opinion is coming from.
this is yeah, this is her opinion. This is her like she is completely telling the truth here. And
If I was an occultist, I would not give anybody props that didn't deserve it.
right. No, yeah, no. You know, we watched her spirit cooking stuff last night. It's fucking disgusting. You know, I can't stand this woman. But what she says right here is, you know, I mean, it's plain as day. You know, when the occultist calls the president an occultist, you know, we should probably pay attention. You know, we probably should. And so.
Yeah, you know what? So he just said in the chat, I love this. Can you imagine if Mulder was like Scully, we have to vote Republican? Like,
oh my god, right?
Yeah,
never came up in the X Files.
Come on, yeah. It's just like, again, they didn't trust any side.
Yeah, it was just the government.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't think.
Also, we got white hats and black hats, and you know whatever colored hats.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean,
rainbow hats.
Yeah, but I mean, it was, you know, it was the government. It was the cigarette smoking man. You know, we know who the enemy was. It wasn't like different sides. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. That's a great one.
Well, yeah, I think what it's done is make people, you know, it's just there's so much infighting over the, you know, the littlest thing, right? There's so many different groups that have been fractured off into all these different ideologies, and you know, I think that's part of the plan. You know, turn everybody against each other. They'll just kill each other off, right?
That's
then we'll
exactly
pick
what I
off
think
the
we should
remaining,
do.
or we'll,
Yeah.
or not will, but you know, the powers that be will, you know, find the remaining population, and they can do what they want to with them. You know.
I think since COVID, a lot of things have been going on to just pick out who's the weak and who's the cult-minded people.
There's been a study came out, I think, in the last month, where the World Health Organization admitted that it was like a test, like to see what, you know, how we would respond. You know, like they're starting to say that now. So, like, yeah, absolutely. I think 100%, you know, if people pay attention, they tell us what they're doing. You know, read through the lines sometimes, but they tell us.
I remember one thing that Lux came across. I give this guy credit for this shit. It was a long time ago. It shows you how long ago it was, you know, because COVID was somewhat kind of like still going on when the Occult Rejects started. He came across something that showed that whole 2000 and what was that, Y2K? Remember, we're all worried about everything getting fucked up from Y2K.
Yeah,
that was a
literally
psyop
in the 3rd grade.
That was a psyop done by a college to see how people would react to that thought. It's not even a lie, not a conspiracy theory. You can find how that was actually fake to see how we'd react. So how the fuck do we know what's real anymore? That shit was made up just to see if people would fucking get crazy.
I remember people freaking out and all the older kids at my elementary school talking about it, but like kind of joking about it. But there was a weird shift in energy.
College.
I don't know. Being a child, I just remember it being a weird day, and being out on the playground and just hearing kids talk about it, and then like hearing my mom talk about it. But it was the same thing with 9/11. I didn't really understand fully what had happened, why adults were crying, you know. Yeah, but yeah, no, I definitely think that there was something to that. That was like a kind of a test to see, you know, how much they could get away with, or what they could pull off at the time.
Crazy. I'll have to look into that more. That's wild.
Yeah, we should
remember the consent, dude.
We everything, showing it like as a like even in like paperwork. I think it might have been like an academic thing. Actually, we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was just saying, you know, by voting and doing all this shit, we give them consent, right, to rule over us and all of this stuff. And so, yeah, I don't know. It really, it's you don't really know like what to do in situations like this, right? You kind of, but it's always good, I think, to not get too black pilled, guys. Stay gray pilled.
Yeah, that's the best way to go. It's like metal pillow, kind of.
Well, there's not, death is not the end. I'll say that.
No, I don't think so either.
It's not the end. Don't fear death, especially when you're dying for something that you believe is righteous and is actually righteous. Protecting somebody, your family, or your people. I don't know. I think that's something worth dying for. So when it gets down to it,
Well, yes,
maybe 1,000 years from now, but
somebody
I
asked
hope
what
it's not. I hope our great grandchildren don't have to, live in this kind of society that we see on the horizon.
if it's still here.
Right.
Yeah, fair enough. Some shit could happen. Some shit could go down. I mean,
At this point, we're definitely going to see aliens in the next 10 years. So,
Oh, for sure, dude. For sure. In these, I mean, I've even talked about how many like phenotypes of aliens are there now. They could create them in labs. They could literally create some of these aliens in labs.
Oh yeah, they could create something and tell us it's an alien.
Yeah, absolutely. Does their bidding, everything. Has a divine code tied to a certain deity to it. And so when we study it, we go, oh, wait, why is that deity in there? Oh, well, who gave us these beings? Who presented them to us, right?
So, speaking of, well, it's not aliens, but on the flip side, what are your guys' thoughts on the building of the pyramids? Because I know there's a lot of work going on with that inside the tombs, trying to figure out that mystery. Do you guys study that at all or research that at all? Look into how that was done? Is there any occult interest into the building of the pyramids? I feel like there might be, right?
I think occult science.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I would be skeptical of is the people that are getting involved now that are pushing this new stuff with the pyramids. I'm sure there's something there, but it's just you have the Knights Templar that are behind a lot of the stuff that people are starting to take as conspiracy theories, and that worries me a little bit.
Yeah. Something Robbie Marks told me that the Templars were one of the first cults early on that were dismembering themselves, chopping their own phalluses off and whatnot. That there were, I mean, you had cults out there that were venerating the decapitated heads of saints, and so they got a lot of weird shit back in the medieval period with these orders of knights. But you also had your benevolent knights and your heroes and whatnot. It's kind of like when the white hats and black hats, right? But I mean, now is it so much that the white hats and the black hats are under the same umbrella, right?
Right.
Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't like that long ago. You had your order of white wizards that protected the people from evil. Is that still here? I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely think those pyramids were used for something. I even think they might have been used to like separate your soul from your body, like if it was like a magical experience machine, something like that. Definitely something.
Well, what about
the burials? Come on.
Sorry, Nick.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say the harnessing of energy through the earth.
That's what I think. Yes. Yeah. I think they're
Okay.
playing with that and other shit for sure.
Yeah. And maybe in these ancient civilizations, they used these pyramids and maybe smaller ones they had built around the earth for this energy harvesting, right? And to
exactly,
do incredible things. But they definitely knew what, they built the pyramids with intentional use for them. Yes, I do believe that. I don't believe it was just some monument. No.
I even keep saying that about obelisks. I do think that they actually had some sort of like use in energy, electricity.
And I mean, I'm going to be beating a dead horse here, but go and look at the image that Da Vinci painted of the Last Supper. It is in the king's chamber of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Go get, people think I'm lying. Go get magnifying in your computer, something, find the original piece of art, look behind them on the wall. There's an eye of Horus back there on the wall, right behind Christ, directly above the head of Christ, right behind him. And then they want to tell us that's an evil symbol. Yeah, it is when you have subverted it and you've used it for nothing but evil intentions, right? And so now that symbol as, you know, and here we get into talismans and egregores and working in the spiritual realm, right? It changes the meaning of things. So it could invert the symbol, it could invert the meaning, and then you have people, you know, so, and then with the whole fear-induced state of, you know, hysteria and the thing that satanic panic brawled and all that stuff, like people look at this stuff and it feeds into the fear narrative. So, Eye of Ra. Yeah, Eye of Ra. Eye of Ra, right behind Christ, because that's the masculine. If you look in between him and Mary, there's an upside down triangle space in between them that represents the divine feminine.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Hide this in the paintings. They had to hide this in the paintings because they couldn't talk about it openly or they would be killed.
Yeah, even the triangle going upwards.
These things. Yeah.
Okay.
That is, yeah. The depiction, and there's hieroglyphics on the walls to both sides. Yeah.
Looks like there's all sorts of wild shit going on in this photo.
Oh, there's so much. And we don't really know who's who, but you can kind of tell. I forgot who I watched do a breakdown on it. Fascinating breakdown. Super esoteric.
Lisa's saying in the chat that she saw the original one.
That esoteric.
She saw the original Last Supper painting that I physically saw hanging in the Louvre. She said it has much more women painted in it.
Damn.
Yo. That's something that Liz, you need to hit up my wife. You talk to her. You can go on her show, talk to her on Babylon about that. She mentioned something about that as well. So, hey, man, look, the priestesses were written out of history, dude, right? It went from, you know, having priestesses in certain mystery schools to burn the witch, you know, which were just European medicine women. I think the, you know, the real witches were the ones that may have been doing the burning, right?
Right. Covering it up.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it's been throughout history. I don't know. What's to say? Oh, no, not here. They were righteous. They didn't have ergot in their bread either. Right. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, this was wonderful experience as always. I'm definitely going to have to get you guys back. We'll prep up a more of an occult topic for next time. I know we had something planned and then we kind of had to go off the cuff, but that's okay, man. I had a great time.
This was fun, dude. No, I actually have a lot of fun coming on your show, Jordan. So
I appreciate it.
Invite me on anytime.
We'll get you guys back again very soon. We'll get you guys back in February. At the latest.
I know. From something that Donna's saying, yeah, Donna, it sucks. Now female empowerment is like, you know, the pink pussy hats and like the burning the bra in the street. It's like, what happened? You know, like it I don't know. I don't think women wanted that. You know,
well,
I don't think like, and I mean, obviously anyone who's a wife or a mother, they're, you know, it's not for them. I mean, you know, you can ask my wife; she'll tell you all day. Yeah, that shit's a deception. There's nothing that leads to nothing but unhappiness and sorrow and I think insanity. To be honest with you, cat. You know, we always have that archetype of the crazy cat lady, right? Not saying that you ladies out there that have a few kitties are crazy. Just saying, you know, you get to a certain age and you're by yourself and you got nothing but your cats. How many brainworms do you have? Right? How many times did the cat put his butt next to you on your pillow and crawled out and crawled into your ear?
Shit. Damn!
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm trying to worm pill you.
I guess. kind of cat shit worm pill you.
But no, we've always heard of that archetype of the crazy cat lady. I'm sure.
Yo, even their shit stuff.
I've seen it with the man. I've seen it with the crazy fucking hermit man that lives by himself, and you know he doesn't like anybody, and it's like, you know, he's miserable. Be that person. Nobody likes a negative Nancy. Shout out Nancy. I have a patron named Nancy. Shout out Nancy.
Nice. All right, guys. Before we go, Jules, you go first. Let everyone know where they can find you.
Yeah, man. Somebody else called and said, "You mean Mersh?" Mersh. Oh man. Guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter over there at graypilled pod, Instagram graypilled_podcast, Rumble, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Go over to YouTube, get me to 1,000 so I can start receiving super chats.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm almost there. It's actually
get them there, boys and girls. Get them.
Well, dude, Rumble got me there. Like, I got like, dude, I'm almost to 1,000 on Rumble, but it like stopped at a certain number. But yeah, go check out show from a few nights ago we did on Occult Rejects, Rustic Gods, episode 10 about Eros and Psyche, and then the show we did last night on Strange Brew Podcast. It's on my channel. Me and Tomcat and my wife came on for a little bit.
Nice.
We talked, a little bit about some of the stuff we talked about today. Go check out Gods of the Morning Wood this morning. We finished Occult Anatomy of Man, read a little bit of the Mysteries of the Druids, and then kind of touched up on the Volsunga saga and where we're going to start off again next week. Patreon.com/GrayPill Podcast. Best way to support the show. And you get sticker packs. You get your own exclusive content. And Jordan, if you wouldn't mind sharing what I'm about to pull up, I finally made a Shopify. So guys, you can get some stickers over there. I got an Occult Reject sticker, Slop sticker, some Gods of the Morning Wood, the Yggdrasil tree, some Twin Peaks Gray Pilled stickers, and a Gray Pill mug. Gonna put some shirts on there and some other cool stuff. But yeah, finally got some merch and a Printify as well. So gonna put some Occult Reject stuff on there too, guys. So be looking out for that. But thank you again, Jordan, for having us on, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. Nick, how about yourself? Where can they find you?
The Occult Rejects is on BitChute, Rumble, YouTube. I will say I don't really use BitChute too much anymore. You can find maybe some older stuff that wasn't YouTube friendly, but everything that we've ever done will be on audio. So you can go check that out on all audio things. And even going forward in the future, there may be things on audio that's not on video. So I would suggest checking out the audio podcasts anyway. Yes, and we also have occultresearchinstitute.org. That has tons and tons of stuff if you're into reading. Even some episodes that we have covered is on there as well in reading format. So go check that out.
Cool. Right on. So yeah, guys, please go check that out. Thanks to everyone in the audience, listeners, viewers, everyone in the chat. Please go subscribe to the Divulgence podcast on YouTube. We were having a bit of what we thought was like a shadow ban block, but I think we've broken through it. So please go subscribe to that right now and help me confirm that in my mind. You can also get us on Rumble, Spotify, wherever you get your audio podcasts. And yeah, we got a lot of freaking awesome guests coming up in February, including Ali Demigard is coming on, Monica Perez, William Ramsey.
Shout out William Ramsey, man.
Yeah,
great guest. Still reading his book.
He's got some great books for sure.
I got to get him back on soon. And guys, one more thing: go to Babylon Podcast, subscribe to my wife's show. She's put out a couple episodes. She's real shy about it. She came on the Occult Rejects a couple weeks ago, and it kind of made her, I think, want to start. Yeah, no, she had a great time. She had a lot more fun than the Gray Pilled Chaos streams, in which I would. I don't know why I did that to her, but
the word chaos is in there.
She loves coming on with the Occult Rejects, and she came on last night. So, and Jordan, I'm sure she would love to come on here sometime.
Cool.
So,
I'm gonna message you right now about that just to remind me. So
yeah, dude. But yeah, Babylon Podcast, everybody. BABELON, like Babylon, but Babylon because she's hot, So. She's a babe.
That's cute. You say that about your wife.
12 years of marriage. 12 years of marriage.
12 years of marriage, and he's still saying his wife's hot. That's a good man.
She's fucking gorgeous.
That's good, man.
She just dyed her hair back to her original red, and I'm
loving it.
Thinking about it, but
right on. Well, on that note, everyone, have a wonderful day, and yeah, we'll see you guys back here soon. That's a guaranteed fucking tea, boys. Yeah. So. Pleasure as always.
Thank you.